Support WrestleTalk!
Visit WrestleTalk.com. Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. I'm Ollie Davis and I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud. And this right here, this is Luke Owen. How tall are you?
5'10".
He's 5'10" and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realist guys in the room.
How are you doing?
Not so good, Luke.
Oh.
Because Enzo Amore and Big Cass are now both released from WWE. Following Enzo's release back in January this year amidst now dropped sexual assault allegations and numerous reports of him being difficult to deal with and unliked backstage, WWE have now also released his former tag team partner Big Cass. And just like when WWE announced that Enzo had parted ways with the company, the courteous "we wish them well in all their future endeavors" message was noticeably absent from the statement, simply saying, WWE has come to terms on the release of William Morrissey, Big Cass. When WrestleZone reached out for more details on the announcement, WWE replied, "We defer to our posted statement on WWE.com. Amore, however, had at least a few tweets to offer, seemingly in reference to his former tag partner being suddenly released. Living my best life and hashtag how you doing. Who would have thought several years ago back in NXT that out of the guy with incredible promo skills and another one who's really, really tall, Carmella would be the only one left in the company as the SmackDown Women's Champion." Coincidentally, news of Cass's release came on the first anniversary of him turning on Enzo last year, which Amore helpfully pointed out on Twitter. 1 year ago today, hashtag gangster tear it was. Vince McMahon said it was a Hollywood audition. Black heart emoji, crying emoji. Hashtag and you can't teach that. That was the angle that was supposed to start Big Cass's singles push away from the backstage heat magnet Amore. But a torn ACL shortly after his heel turn derailed any momentum, keeping him out until this year's Superstar shakeup in April. But the company still seemed high on his potential, making his first feud against the freshly returned from injury himself, Daniel Bryan, a program that lasted 2 pay-per-view cycles. Heading into their first match at Backlash, however, Cass garnered significant backstage heat himself, with Pro Wrestling Sheet revealing he went off script by doing a prolonged beatdown angle of a little person dressed up as Bryan. Apparently, he was only meant to deliver one big boot, but Cass thought the segment would be better if he carried on the assault. Despite the producers and Vince McMahon telling him not to, he went into business for himself. Backstage officials were very unhappy and it landed the recently returned wrestler in hot water. Cass then went on to decisively lose his match against Bryan at Backlash, and he tapped out again at Sunday's Money in the Bank. Pro Wrestling Sheet have now expanded on this in light of Cass's release. Apparently going against a Vince McMahon directive in the little person segment was when things began to go south for him, which was made worse by his conduct on WWE's European tour last month in May. Sports Illustrated support this, claiming Cass's release was due in large part to personal conduct issues. Multiple sources told Sports Illustrated that Cass was drinking the majority of the European tour and had attitude issues when drunk. Being intoxicated in public is one of the underlying reasons the WWE office was down on Cass. Pro Wrestling Sheet are reporting one of these issues was on the WWE tour bus, where Cass found himself trapped in the onboard bathroom because of a broken lock. Thinking he was being pranked, a claustrophobic, angry Cass broke down the door. This meant people had to embarrassingly use the bathroom afterwards with no door. While some on the tour were understanding, others were unhappy. This, the little person heat, and 1 to 2 additional unverified incidents in such a short period of time appear to have exhausted WWE's patience with Cass. That said, Sports Illustrated write that executives were impressed with Cass's match at Money in the Bank, and there was internal surprise in WWE that he was released. What are WrestleTalk's best YouTube comments of the week? Click the link on screen now to find out if you made the list. And give us a subscribe to keep up to date with all the latest wrestling news. I've been Ollie Davis, and that was wrestling.